Hi everyone, it's Eileen here. Welcome back to the second part of our food demonstration. What we're going to be doing for our second segment, it's an egg roll, but it's different than what we must have our wonton wraps. But notice that they're smaller than the usual ones would be for a wonton, and I will go and explain to you why in just a few minutes. The main part of our wonton is actually in the form of a meatball. The ingredients we're using turkey again for these. I have some that are already pre-made, some with chicken, some with pork. We're going to do these with turkey since I had the other half already ready to go. The ingredients in this is a little bit of vegetable or olive oil. We're using a little bit of our sesame oil. We have 3 scallions that we're going to be using. I have the ground turkey already in the bowl. We have some shredded purple cabbage. Again, it's adding to that color, as well as our carrots. We have some minced ginger, some minced garlic, some soy sauce, 1 egg, and of course our breadcrumbs, which this time, because we're still using panko, I went ahead and just crushed them a little bit more to kind of use them up to gel them together. And just like any meatball, all you're going to do is take about a tablespoon worth, roll them up. You don't need to mash them. And you can cook these separately. All of the meats in here are very lean, so there's not going to be any excessive grease or oil that's going to be merging with one or the other. I know there's a lot of people that don't care for pork. There's a lot of people that don't care for turkey or ground chicken for that matter. When I do make my batches, I do make them separate, but for time constraints, we're making a party here and mixing them all together. These will bake at 400 degrees, anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, depending upon the size of your meatball. Obviously, the chickens are a little bit smaller, so they're probably going to run 15 minutes. Your pork and even your turkey will probably run about 17 to 20 minutes. You know, every oven varies if it's electric or if it's gas. I'm going to take a break because now we're going to come to the second part of making our egg roll cups. Hi, and welcome back to the second half of our egg roll in a cup recipe. This is the fun part. Remember I mentioned to you the wontons that we're going to be using. These are the smaller wontons. Of course, they can be used for small wonton rolls. You can even use these for raviolis, for pot stickers, all sorts of different things. But what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be making little cups. And when we're done, this is what they're going to look like. This is a little cup here. These fry up in a little muffin tin. You can use a standard muffin tin, or you can use the small little mini ones, because this size will fit in there. The smaller muffin tin, of course, is going to have a deeper well when it's in the cup. You know it's going to be done by the crunchiness of it. And to get that crunchiness, what we're going to do is we're just going to spray the bottom of each little muffin tin. We're going to take an egg roll wrap, and we're just going to kind of dent it in the center, and then just place it inside. I'm not going to fill them all up because I do have a bunch made. But then we're going to spray one more time. If you do not have a cooking spray or oil spray, you can easily put some oil in a little bowl and just brush them with the oil on both sides, and then place them in your muffin tin. That'll do just the same thing. Once your egg rolls are done, or your meatball egg rolls are done, we're going to take them out of the oven. We're going to let them cool. We're going to reduce the heat down to 350, and that's where we're going to place this tin filled with our wontons for only 5 to 8 minutes. Again, depending upon the consistency of your oven. As you'll notice, sometimes they have a tendency of getting a little too brown if we keep them in too long on the edges there. I was able to go ahead and, as you can see, I made plenty of them here. And this is what makes them festive and makes them real pretty, and you're going to see when we're finished. I'm going to put some purple cabbage at the bottom of our cups, and these cool really fast, by the way. We're going to add a meatball to each one of our cups. And again, you're going to be able to tell what meat is used. Obviously, our pork is going to be dark. Our chicken is going to be light. And the turkey actually is going to be somewhere in between, but we'll know the difference. They'll be labeled. Hopefully, if anybody should make these for you, they'll label them appropriately. The sauce that we're going to use is a sweet and sour sauce. This is a sauce that I made from scratch the other day. I was really surprised how easy it was. We're just going to spoon on a little bit of our sweet and sour over our meatball. If you don't like sweet and sour, you don't have to add it. I like a good spicy sweet sauce over the top of these, if you don't like it too sweet with the sweet and sour. And then once we're done with that, you're just going to sprinkle the remainder of your scallions, just to add a little green to the top. And that's all you need. An egg roll in a cup. When they're made with the smaller tin, you can actually just plop them in your mouth and have them at one bite. Since these are a little bit larger, you can probably get them done in 2 bites or cut them in quarters. You'll still get a little bit of everything. You're going to get a bit of the cabbage, the fresh scallions, the meatball, and of course the crunchiness of your wonton. So here we go. We have our egg rolls in a bowl. We have our turkey karaoke. Thank you for joining us.